I've not been punched in the face. I've just taken another full face of makeup off to sit down, film my last video of the day before a long weekend, and my face is a bit red right now because I've been a scrub-a-dub in it, but that's okay. Today, I'm going to talk about dating again, I know, but a little bit different this time. I'm very open about my dating life. I'm very open about when I go on dates, what I think about dates, dating story times, but it's been a little bit quiet recently. Been a little bit quiet. You know, you may be thinking like, am I settled down? Have I met the love of my life? No, something else has happened, and I want to talk about it today. A lot of people were giving me this advice, but I feel like I needed to be in a certain headspace to hear it and to understand it, and I feel like I'm in that headspace now. But just before we do jump into this video today, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe. I do a lot of story times, a lot of get ready with me's, a lot of project panning, a lot of full faces of, all that kind of stuff, testing new makeup. Today I am doing full face of kind of 50 Shades of Black products. I did start this project pan a week ago, I'm not sure, and I just wanted to do like an unofficial full face of the 50 Shades of Black products. I'm going to be using my Poppy Storm. Everything, of course, as always, will be linked down below, so if you do shop using my affiliate links, I love you so much, thank you. It just means I get a small commission from your sale at no extra expense to you. It really helps out the channel, all that kind of stuff. So I got some stuff with me, all like black themed, and we're going to go for it. This isn't really an official full face of, I just thought it'd be fun. So I'm going to prime with Urban Decay. I've not got the second camera angle going today because A, I wanted it to feel just like me and you know, a bit unofficial, but you know, just us two. But B, my other SD card is currently exporting another video. So even if I wanted to, couldn't really do it, and I'm on a bit of a time crunch today, so it's just me and you, like old days. How have you been? Oh my god, let me know down below. How are you doing, guys? How is your springing? We had about 4 days of spring here, and I think that was it. I think that's all we're gonna get, so RIP spring 2025. So the eyeshadow palette I'm going to be playing around with today is the Titanium Fox's Poppy Storm palette. This is in for No Pan Left Behind of my 50 Shades of series, so I thought, you know what, I'll make a start on it now. I kind of want to do a red and blue kind of look. I don't really know exactly how this is going to go. Maybe a red and green look? Oh, I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go, I think. A lot of people have been asking if I was going to be reviewing the newest Titanium Fox's palette. Unfortunately not. I didn't receive that one in PR, which is absolutely fine. But I am going to be using this one today. This might be my favourite, I'm not going to lie. This is the first release from Titanium Fox's, and I'm just still in love with this. It is so good. So I'm going to set my lid with the shade Summer Love. I don't really know how I want to play this. I might go with Happy Poppy, which is this bright red. I don't actually think I've ever used this. It doesn't look like I have, so let's go. I don't often play with reds. I don't know why. I'm just in the mood today. Couldn't tell you. But dating. Oh god, here we go. I have, like I said, always been very, very open with you guys about dating. Even when I was in relationships, I kind of give you guys the goss, like what's happening in my relationships, like where I've been, what I've been doing, all that kind of stuff. I haven't really told you much about a certain ex because I can't really, but my last ex, Ben, he never appeared on camera, but he was always spoken about. You guys kind of knew the drill, you knew who he was, you kind of knew how I was feeling about everything. And the reason I do that is because I do feel like YouTube is a bit of a therapeutic thing for me. I love sitting down, talking to you guys. It is just verbal therapy. Even though there's no one here to talk back, you guys can always talk back in the comments, and I just feel better for sitting down and talking about things and being so open and honest with you guys, and I know you love that as well. So that's just how I like to do things. So I've been single now for 7 months, which is crazy. It does and doesn't feel like that at the same time. Sorry, this red is more pigmented than I thought it would be, so I'm just gonna blend that out a little bit. Jesus Christ. Yeah, 7 months, which is quite a long time, to be honest. Also, side note, I still haven't found my hand mirror, which is quite concerning. No idea where that is. That was sent to me as well in PR. I like that mirror. It might be at home. Yeah, 7 months being single. I think this is the longest I've been single maybe in my whole adult life, which is kind of crazy. That's a lot. A lot of you guys, or a few of you guys, were kind of recommending to me that I kind of chill out a little bit. Like, there was 1 month, my first month being single, I went on 7 dates in 1 month, which is a little bit excessive, and I do like dating. It's something that I do like to do. However, I understand that it was a bit much. And I kind of understand that now. Not that there's anything wrong with like going on that many dates. If you do that, that's amazing. Like, so did I. I loved my life. I loved going on all these dates. But I feel now the dating burnout, and I'm really feeling it. And I'm going to go in with Poppy Blood, which is a slightly darker red on a slightly smaller brush, I think. Oh, I was going to use this brush, but then I remembered it's broken. Thank God I remembered that, because last time I used this brush and I was just stuck with it. So actually I'm going to put that to the side, so I need to fix that. Okay, Poppy Blood, here we go. I've kind of realised, since getting Stan, to be honest, since getting my dog, I've really realised how happy I am on my own, and I've never felt that before. I can honestly say it's kind of sad, to be honest, to say I've never been happy on my own. But since getting my dog, it's like everything's changed. All of my priorities have changed. And like, I know that they say that happens when you have like a kid. And obviously having a dog is very different than having a kid. I understand that. But I feel that. I feel that my priorities have changed. And I feel like I just want to be with my dog. I was speaking to one of my friends at the gym last night. And he was saying like, oh, any boyfriends yet? And I was like, no, Andy, I just have my dog. Like, I just want my dog. And he was like, yeah, but it'd be nice to have someone to cuddle with at night. And I was like, I cuddle with my dog at night. Like, why do I need a boyfriend? And that's really funny, because my whole life has been the opposite. My whole life has been almost putting my self-worth into, do I have a boyfriend yet? And that's really sad to look back on. And I don't want to be like that anymore. I remember when I was dating in my last relationship, I wasn't really thinking of, is this person actually right for me? I was just kind of thinking like, do I like this person? Yes, brill. Like, that's the extent of my dating checklist, I guess. That was it. I never really put much thought into things. Even my ex before my ex, massive red flags, like from day one. But I just went with it because, again, I put my self-worth into being in a relationship, and it made me not think about what do I actually want from someone, and it was rather just, how can I get someone? And yeah, that's kind of sad. But I have a man in my life. I have Stan. Stan is the man. And I'm more than happy with that. Okay, now I'm going to go in with See You Tomorrow, which is this black. I haven't been on one date in 2 months, which for me is a lot of time, especially, again, if you remember when I said I went on 7 dates in 1 month at one point. I haven't seen a guy romantically in 2 months, and that is a massive deal to me. That's a massive thing, because I'm kind of breaking this addiction to dating. That's what I kind of thought it was. I actually did have a date planned last weekend, and it kind of fell through, and I wasn't that fussed about it. Like, he was a nice guy, but he just kind of ghosted me, and I thought, well, I'm not going to go meet him if he's not solidified our plans. So I just didn't go, and he didn't say anything, so he clearly didn't go either. So I wasn't that fussed. I think because I'm working so much as well, my life is kind of elsewhere right now. My life is my YouTube, my dog, my job, my teaching, my friends, the gym, makeup. Like, that is my life right now, and it's okay that I'm not focused on dating and finding people for the first time in my life. I feel like that's okay. I feel like I'm okay doing that, and that is crazy. That realization is kind of insane, because I didn't even know that that was how I was thinking before. I'm still on the dating apps. I'm not off them, but I'm not like actively on them. Like, I have a few conversations go in here and there, like every now and then, but it's not like active. Before, I look back, I was like addicted to the dating apps, you know. I honestly think I was, because I was on them all the time. I was constantly swiping. I'd got to the point on like every single dating app where I'd run out of people to swipe on, and it was like, girl, you're a bit picky. Maybe change your filters a little bit, maybe change your age bracket, maybe change your distance bracket, because like we don't have anyone else to share with you. And I don't really care anymore. I don't know, it's a really weird feeling. I think I am going to do green, because I want to use this shade Poppy Lava, and this is a green, can I show you? There, it's a green duochrome. So I think I'm going to put Poppy Loading, maybe, this shade, this like green on the inner part. I don't know, question mark, I don't know. I'm just going to stick it here and hope that that looks okay. Yeah, that's alright. It's not quite what I was envisioning. Maybe I can find a more vibrant green to put over the top. That would be nice. This is kind of like a mossy green. It's not like a pow green, you know? Okay, I'm gonna go in with this duochrome, which is just the most insane thing you've ever seen in your life. And I'm gonna pop this all over the lid, all up in the crease. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think going for a green works so much better with that shade. I think I'm becoming so much more okay with being on my own. And that's something that I've never, ever, ever done before. I've never been fine being on my own. And it's a really weird thing, because I'm so used to having someone, and I'm so used to like that way of life. Like being with a partner, it's not just like it's a whole way of life. And I have been doing that for so long, and I've kind of been homemaking for so long with the wrong people, and it's always felt a little disingenuous in a way. It's always felt wrong. But I was just there because, you know, I have a boyfriend. It's fine, I have a boyfriend. But now I'm really like, no, you've got to be like special for me to go on a date with you. Like you've got to like actually do something for me to go on a date with you, you know? It's not just, yeah, great, let's go on a date, and then it never like goes anywhere. I think I'm just tired of like, I know people might get annoyed at me for saying this, but like I'm just tired of men. Like, I'm tired of men. I really am. And I've seen a lot of this on the internet. Like, a lot of single women tired of men. Right, I pulled a few... Squeaky chair. I need to get that sorted out, because that is actually awful. I've got a few Pastel Roses flaky shades that could work. I actually think this one is great. Golden Leaf. That's like a gold to green. Then I pulled Romance. That's a bit too vibrant orange, I think. We won't do that. Mirage. Yeah, I think that's a bit too vibrant as well. And then, what is this? Autumn Love. I think that's a bit too gold. It does have that green that I want, but I think that's a bit too gold. I'm going to go, yeah, with this. That's a nice goldy green. This is, again, Golden Leaf. And you can get 20% off with code Caitlin20, all of the Pastel Roses, not affiliated. I should just film myself saying that and insert it into my videos at this point. I'm going to do my little glitter glue hack, and that is to use brow glue. I do this all the time and it works so well. Actually, quickly before I do that, I want like a really dark red to just go on the outer corner. Stan, stop kicking my tripod. Stan loves to sleep right behind my camera, so if there's any, like, jolting, that's why. I might just take Baywatch from the Colourpop main squeeze and just tap it on the edge here just to blend. Yeah, that's better. It's just blended it a little bit. This is such an autumnal look. It's definitely not very spring, but that's fine. I think I've just realised what's important, and I've realised that being with the wrong person, you might as well just be single, and I think that's what I've realised. I've stopped putting my self-worth into men, and I've started just being like, right, okay, if it's not the right one, what's the point, you know? And I could feel myself getting messed around by men all the time. And I don't want to do it anymore. So I've had 2 months off dating and it's been bloody bliss. I have just accidentally put some blue from my Sakura palette because it was kind of left over from the brush, but I kind of like it. So I'm just gonna go in with this, like just literally tap and then pop it up there just to make it look like it was meant to happen. Okay, that's the look. Love that. Cute. I think I'm gonna do some like proper smoky liner as well afterwards when I've got my base on. I think that would be cute. Okay, so I'm gonna mix 2 foundations today. So earlier on today, I actually did my full face of Made by Mitchell, and this was the Build foundation. It is way too light for me. However, I did say that it could be a really good mixing foundation, and the main foundation I'm going to use is my Essence Fresh and Fit. This is slightly too dark, so I'm going to see if these mixed together make a good team. I hope they do, because I don't really like the Mitchell one on its own. I did discover that this morning. It's just a little bit too dry, but the Essence one is quite thin. So, I don't know, we're gonna see. Making it up as I go. As you can see, like quite dark. It's not terrible, but it's not like bang on either. And then I'm gonna take Mitchell Build, and I'm just gonna kind of tap a few dots around it. I really actually like the fact that this is in a dofer applicator because it makes doing this so easy. It makes mixing things so easy. You're not having to like smush everything up and like, ooh, you know, it's just a bit icky sometimes. So I actually really like the fact that it is in a dofer. Normally I wouldn't like that in a foundation, but for this purpose I do like it. Right, let's see if these mix together. Hey, it's like magic. It's my shade. Hey. Oh, I'm really happy about that. Because I do really love this Essence foundation, but it's just that shade. Oh, have I got red fallout everywhere? I do, yeah. I look like I've got red freckles. That's fine. That's fine. I did start to get really bad dating burnout, and that was a while ago. I was seeing this guy for a little bit, and we were seeing each other for, you know, a fair few weeks. And he just came out the blue one day, and I remember telling you guys, he just came out the blue and just was like, oh, I'm actually not ready for a relationship. And I was so gutted because I really liked this guy, and it had happened to me 5 times. I'd had that speech 5 times in the last 7 months, and I think it was that I was just done. I couldn't handle it again. It's not even like the pain of a breakup. It's the annoyance of like, I've put my time into this person. I don't really have that much free time. Like I have 3 jobs. You know, I work 6 days a week. I don't have free time. So the fact that I've put my free time, like my precious free time, not into spending time with my family, not into spending time with my friends, but into spending time with you. And suddenly now, after like 4 weeks, you've decided that, oh, actually, no, it's not for me. Like, it annoys me. And I just thought, you know what? I'm not doing it anymore. I'm spending time with my family. I'm spending time with my friends because, like, they're more important to me. And I've been so much happier since doing that. I feel happier. I feel less like not performative, because like I don't like perform on dates. That's not something that I do. I don't like put a false version of me forward, but you know, there's always that kind of thing on dates where you're like, oh, does he like me? Is he like into me? Is he da 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 da? I've just not even thought about that, because I'm going out with friends, I'm going out with family, like they know me. I don't care if they think I'm attractive. Like, going out with no makeup on is so nice. And I wouldn't do that on dates because, you know, I like to look good on dates. But with my friends, oh my god, they are seeing like just rolled out of bed Caitlin. And they love me for that, and I love them for that as well, and it's just so nice. Okay, so the concealer I'm going to use is also from Essence. That was a coincidence. This is the Essence Camouflage Concealer, and I'm not using this for any particular reason. I just kind of wanted to use it, and so that's what I'm going to do today. It's pretty full coverage, which is great. It goes with this dramatic eye look, so I think it'll go pretty well. And I'm going to pop that under the eyes. Is that a little bit dark? Honestly, it's so bad. I've just been buying things that are so dark, which is kind of why I think this Mitchell is a blessing in disguise, because I'm just going to tap this a little bit here to lighten it a bit. I said in my full face of Made by Mitchell that I knew that the last thing I wanted was to get another foundation that was too dark for me. So when I was trying to shade match, I kind of thought I don't want to get one that is too dark, so I'd rather go too light than too dark. And I mean, I definitely went too light with this, definitely. But that's okay, because I can use it as a mixing foundation, which I'm actually really excited to do, because the amount of foundations that are too dark for me right now is not on. And before anyone says, oh, you'll tan, it's summer soon, I have Irish skin. No, I'll go red for a day and then I'll be right back to this. It always baffles me when people say like, oh, this is my summer shade, and it's like a full on, like, it's a different colour. Like, I respect you so much. I wish I could be you, but unfortunately I can't. And you know what? I really didn't like that Mitchell on its own, but mixed in with something a bit lighter. I mean lighter like formulation wise, not colour wise. It does such a good job. It does such a good job. No, it does such a good job. I forgot how to speak then for a second. Okay, so I'm going to use a powder that is also in my 50 Shades of Black series. This is my Huda Easy Bake powder, and this is such an old favourite, but I just love it so much. And I'm really, really excited to use this because it is so smoothing, so beautiful, so nice. And I just, what can I say? I just love it. It's an old school fave for a reason. I am project panning my Trigwell right now, which I've been panning for so long. So it is really nice just to give myself a little bit of a break from things. That has been my kind of project pan theme for the year. Like, no hate panning. Do it casually. Like, you don't have to finish 20 million different things. Like, it's fine. And I've just really been liking changing it up a bit. Getting some use on things I've not got use on in so long. That's kind of why I started this 50 Shades of Black project pan anyway, because there's so many things that I've just not really looked at, and this project is definitely more chill. I've got a lot of kind of no pan left behind and 5-10 use goals, and it's just nice. Oh my god, this chair is so squeaky. Does anyone know how to fix squeaky chairs? Because it's not the bolts. The little screws aren't loose. So I don't really know what it is. It's really annoying. I'm like so self-conscious when I film because I just sit here so still because I don't want to make a noise. You know what? This Mitchell foundation could be a blessing in disguise. It could be. I really did not like it this morning. If you miss my full face of Mitchell and you want a bit of a laugh and you want a bit of a roast, then definitely go and check that out, because it's definitely my worst full face of yet by far, which is sad, but that's the hard truth. Okay, bronzer. I'm so excited to use this bronzer because it's one of those products, if you're a project panner, you'll know. It's a product that's been so close to pan for years, and I just want to hit pan on it, and this is the time to focus on it. This is my Anastasia Tawny bronzer. It's a really red tone bronzer, which will also go really well with this eye look as well. And I really want to hit pan on this. I've been working on it slowly, like very casually for quite a while, but this is the time to knuckle down and really get some damage. I have a niggling feeling that this is going to be one of those products that I think is going to be so close to pan, and it's actually really not. I think it's going to be a little bit harder than I initially think, but that's okay. Maybe it could surprise me and just hit pan, like right now, maybe. It's got a pretty big dip in it. You can see that there. So who knows? Who knows? Am I just trying to be hopeful? I've had such a good bronzer year, by the way. Like, oh my god, my Pan That Face palette bronzer's nearly done already, and I've hit pan on another bronzer this year. I'm really proud of myself for bronzers. But going back to like dating and things like that, that is the point of this video. I don't feel bad. I feel like I used to hear people, specifically my nail girl, right? Nicola, if you're watching this, hey girl, she used to say, I've been going to her for over a year now, and she used to say like, oh, like I don't really want a boyfriend, like I'm not really bothered, and she's, I think like 28 or something like that, and I'm not gonna lie, I used to sit and listen to her and be like, how are you not bothered about getting a boyfriend? Like, how are you so casual about this? Like, I don't understand, because I just wasn't wired that way. I was so adamant of getting a boyfriend and being in a relationship and having the love of my life with me at all times. I just genuinely didn't understand how some people could live without a partner and without even wanting a partner. That's the thing that baffled me the most. It wasn't like she just didn't have one. It's the fact that she just doesn't want one at all. But now I'm kind of seeing her point. She is iconic. I love her so much. She does amazing nails, like my little Easter nails. Beautiful. But I so get her now. It's draining, especially when you're working so much. You're putting everything into everything. You can't then put everything into dating as well. And I feel like dating's one of those things, you're either all in or you're not. You can't really like casually date, I don't think you can like just whatever, like I was all in all the time, and it's so draining, and I just had to take a step back, and I'm so much happier for it. Like, who'd have thought? Okay, the blush I'm a bit scared of, but this is the perfect look to use this blush with, and I'm scared, but I'm really excited. This is from Odens Eye, and this is the shade Luminous Heat. It is a bright orange blush, and obviously we've done a bright red eye look, so this is going to be absolutely perfect, but I am really scared. I love this thing so much. Oh, I remember actually, it's not as intense as you first think. It is quite buildable. It's quite firmly pressed. It's the other one. It's the pink one that if you like go in slightly too hard, you're screwed. This one I like because this is actually pale skin friendly. It's also dark skin friendly. It's like all skin friendly because it's buildable. Like, can you see that? That wasn't just one dip. Like, this was 3 dips. And yes, it's pigmented and it's like intense, but it's not like too much. I mean, that might be a bit too much actually. Let me just, you don't see this. Hang on. That was 3 like heavy dips. I think this side made me a bit overconfident. I love this shade so much. Oh, I just think that's so pretty for the summer as well. Oh, even if I do like a really basic eye look, like very, very toned back, and then just have this blush, like this, oh my god, I feel like Sabrina Carpenter. I love it. I just think it's such a nice colour. I'm very pink though. I feel like there's a theme today. I'm just not matching my skin today. The foundation matches, but I think because the cheeks are so like warm tone, like pinky warm tone, I don't know, I just don't feel like I quite match my chest. But you know what? Who needs to match the chest? Who needs it? Overrated, that's what I think. Matching the chest, Who needs her? She's overrated. So the highlight, I've actually not used this in ages either, and this is like an old fave, and this is also in my 50 Shades of project. This is my sleek highlight, and this is in the shade Solstice Equinox, and it is so goddamn pretty. I love this thing so much. It's just like a really neutral champagne highlight. Oh my god, it's so blinding though. I'm going to use my new Mitchell brush, because why not? You know, why not? I'm gonna highlight my cheeks. This is like an old school highlight. I remember being in college and asking one of my friends, we were stood at the bus stop. I don't know why I remember this so vividly. We were stood at the bus stop and her highlight was beaming, and it was like all the rage back then. Like, I wish it was still all the rage now, because honestly, I love it. And I remember asking her, oh my god, what highlight are you wearing? And she said sleek. I was like, I need to get one of them then, don't I? It was so nice. But you know what's a weird thing about not dating? I'm less self-conscious. That's what I've really... No, I'm a very self-conscious person. I will feel self-conscious about anything and everything all of the time. Like, literally, I'm bad. I feel so much less self-conscious because I feel like I'm not putting myself on show as much, if that makes sense. Like, dating isn't really putting yourself on show, but it kind of is. It's kind of like being like, hey, look at me, you could date me, and I'm not doing that. And it's like, I'm just doing what I want to do, and I'm so happy because I know my dog isn't going to judge me for wearing crazy makeup and rolling out of bed, and you know, it's great. Oh my god, I didn't tell you. You guys, this was awful. I'm like going back into on subjects all the time. I'm so sorry. You probably got whiplash. Stan got attacked by a chihuahua, and I'm not joking. It was the most horrific thing I've ever been a part of, because we were just walking out of work, right? It was a Friday, I think, and everyone was leaving. It was like 5 o'clock, and there's other businesses. It's like a business park that I'm on. So there's like other businesses, and there is a couple that have just taken over a cafe on the little business park, and they open the door. Their chihuahua runs out of the cafe off lead, which, first of all, it's a car park at 5 o'clock. So why would you not have your dog on a lead anyway? I'm not sure. It bolted at Stan, and it just went for him. And Stan was obviously on the lead because it's a car park at 5 o'clock, and his recall is shocking, so I'm not going to do that. Honestly, I was screaming. I was screaming so much, and everyone in the like area knows Stan. Like, he gets like fusses from everyone, and they must have thought that like something was like going down. Well, something was going down. This little ratty chihuahua was attacking my dog. Stan was actually so good though. He was such a good boy. I've put way too much black on that lower lash line. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, we're going for smoky. We're going for like, you know, this. We are now anyway. But yeah, poor Stan, he was like shook. He was like mortified, but he was such a good boy. He didn't attack back, which was actually unlike him because he is very dog reactive. But I think he was just shocked that this ratty little chihuahua came out of nowhere. I'm going to take Shy Ray of Light, which is a yellow, like intense shimmer. And like it did the like chihuahua bark as well. It's like, Aah! I was screaming because I tried to like turn, but it was just following us in a circle, and I was like proper shaken up. But he's okay. Like, he didn't actually get bit, I don't think. I think it was more just like this chihuahua was just yelling at him, but he was shook. Did this go a little bit far? Yes. Yes, it did. But that's okay. Drama. We love a bit of drama. I have been doing a lot of like creative makeup looks recently, but you know what? Sometimes it's really nice to just do like a smoky eye. You know, no cut creases, no gems, obviously a little bit of glitter, like, come on, you know, got to. But it's so nice to sometimes just go back to the old ways. Poke myself in the eye. Oh my god. Ow. Ow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is so much. This is like so much and I love it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so for lips, I kind of knew I wanted to do like a red smoky theme. So I went with a little bit more of like a neutral pink, which is not what I normally go for. Normally I go for like proper brown nudes. However, I thought if I'm ever going to wear like a pink, it's probably going to be this look. And so I decided to pull Anastasia Praline. This is the satin lipstick, not the matte lipstick. I really don't like the matte lipstick formula, but the satin lipstick is actually really, really nice and hydrating and comfortable. So if you were like me and tried the matte and were traumatized, maybe try the satin. I'm going to use a lip liner. Oh, I don't know what lip liner though. Where are my lip liners? I feel like I don't have many in my pot. I don't know. It's a bit strange. Yeah, where's my Essence one? Huh? Where's my Essence lip liner? I've got no clue. I swear I used it today. Oh, well. Okay then. You know what, actually? Maybe. Let me just brainstorm a second. Oh, no. I thought that Revolution lip liner that was like way too pale for me might go with this shade, but it won't. As you can see there. No, it won't. I thought that we might have a use for this then. We do not. Oh, that's like exact. This is Oh Snap from Colourpop. I'm just going to slightly overline and then use my Anastasia lipstick. Is this still too like brown? I think we could get away with like adding a little bit more pinkiness. Okay, I don't want to go too much because I still kind of want it to look grungy. It does look quite grungy. It's so weird because the I'd put it down somewhere, I don't know where. This one. This I've always seen as like a pink. But like compared to like things like this, it looks so brown. I just find that so fascinating. I'm going to use my Fenty Pink Dragonfly lip gloss. This is kind of sheer but with some pink in it as well, so I think it'll go really, really well with this lip look without taking it too far. Let's see. This might be a bad idea, but oh no, that's good. That's good. That's what I needed. That's what I wanted. Brows and lashes are on. You know what? I'm loving it. It's smoky, it's cool, it's kind of sexy. Ooh, I really like this. I love this lip combo as well. That was my chair, not a fart. Can I just say that? Chair, not a fart. I really like this. It's a lot simpler than what I've been doing recently, but I think it's cool. I think it's like, I don't know, definitely not spring. But I'm really happy to have got use on my beautiful Poppy Storm palette. Oh my god, I embody the like cover today. You know, yes. And I've got a lot of use on my No Pan Left Behind for this, which is amazing as well. I'm really happy with that. I've got a lot of use on my 50 Shades of products, which is brill as well. And I had a good old natter with my friends today. So let me know, do you think I've made like the best decision? What do you think? Obviously, it's my life, so I'm going to do what I feel is right. But you know what? I feel like this is right. I feel like I'm so happy with where I am right now. I'm fine. I'm chill. I'm not like pining over anyone. I'm not stressing myself out. I'm not burnt out. I'm just enjoying my life and enjoying my time with my friends, my dog, my family, work, all that kind of stuff. And I'm so much happier for it. So yeah, if you've been following my little dating journey, then here you go, a little update, a little twist in the tail, shall we say. And who knows when I'll have an update again, because I'm just enjoying doing what I'm doing right now. But this is it for today, guys. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, absolutely like and subscribe. I've got so much more fun content coming your way. I cannot wait to start May. It's May already. It's nearly May already. I'm freaking out, but that's okay. That's okay. Where's the year going? I'm not quite sure. Again, don't forget to check out my Made by Mitchell full face of if you did miss that, because I'm super proud of it. I really want those full face of series to do well because I do spend my money on them, and that means that obviously I can keep doing them if people watch them, and I love doing them. I think you guys love watching them as well, so I don't know. I just thought I'd mention that. But this is it. This is where I'm going to love you and leave you today. Have an incredible day, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.